Thina sizwe esimnyama sikhalela izwe lethu elathathwa abamhlophe sikhalela izwe lethu mabaye kumhlaba wethu. Thokozani, Thokozani Royals, Thokozani, I see the hearts. Ninjan, Thokozani, Thokozani, Thokozani. Hotep, Hotep. Hey, Raven. Thank you. Thank you. How is everyone doing? Siyabonga. I see, yes, we're filling up the house. Do come on. Let's have a quick catch up, Ninjani. How is everyone doing? Dumelang, Tobela, Kamagwini, Lesedi, Khanya, Kwaziwai, Jambo, Nangadef. Ninjan, Muribwanji, Ndauwe, Shewe. How is everyone doing? I know that there are a lot of people who are on here around this time to play games. I'm not here to play. I don't play. I don't do battles. I do other kinds of battles, but definitely I do not do TikTok battles. There are more important battles for me to take part in. How's everyone doing, guys? Please do share the live. I know I have been gone, and most of you are expecting me to be doing this from the other side, from the southern hemisphere. That is to come. But before I head out and exit from this space, I had to come on. I know I had said goodbye already, but I have some great news to share with everyone. So I want, please share this out as much as is possible. I have some great, amazing news to share. By the way, die out as much as is possible. I have some great, amazing news to share. By the way, diaspora, GEK, we are in the season of Geb. This looks orange. It's actually a terracotta, so it's brown. And we have our Land Back and Black Unity t-shirts. They are on gekdiaspora.com. You can go and get yours. I have mine. That's why I'm singing about our land back. Remember, our collective manifestation is our land back, Black Unity. Our land back. Remember, our collective manifestation is our land back, Black Unity. Our effect back, our wealth back. And restoration. Like, we want everything, alles. We are coming for everything that is ours. So that is our collective manifestation. I know a lot of people were asking me questions about Gogo. We've got this full moon, a very powerful lunar eclipse coming. What are we doing? We do not do manifestation during lunar eclipses. Neither do we do manifestations during the full moon. The full moon is for letting go. The full moon is about transformation. The full moon. And as some people are being forced to transform, whether they like it or not. I said it would happen. I did. I said people would be forced to transform whether they wanted to or not. People would be forced to face the things they need to let go of, whether they wanted to or not. And I know that a lot of people have been experiencing this in the dreamscape, particularly myself. couple of nights ago, I had a dream that for the whole day afterwards, I wasn't okay. It was a dream about something that had happened about 20 years ago when I was in my 20s. And it was something that I had buried. And that dream was so vivid, it knocked me off center for one whole day. And then I was like, yeah, this is that thing that I said, is that we're going to be having to face our truths. We're going to have to look ourselves in the mirror and reckon with some of the things that we've done in the past, not in order to bring shame, but in order to atone and to repair and to let go of and to heal. And it's interesting because a couple of people I've consulted with a while back have been sending me their dreams just to try to assist. And one of the things this guy was saying, he had not been dreaming at all. And I know that I recommended Blue Lotus tea to him. You can get Blue Lotus tea on Etsy, anything, not marketing or plugging anything, but Blue Lotus tea. If you're having a problem remembering your dreams, if you think you don't dream at all, there's no such thing. Everybody dreams, but there could be something that is blocking your dream. Well, this guy says all that has been coming up for him are the things that he needs to heal from. He's been dreaming of himself as a young boy going through certain things that hurt him. And the thing is, what people don't remember is that your memory is not here. Your memory is in your cells. The body keeps a score of your traumas. It keeps count of the things that have happened to you. And so in the dreamscape, there is a connection that happens between what your body remembers and what is hidden deep in your subconscious, and boom. And your ancestors are having a field day because they're the ones who are triggering all this, because they need all of us to finally reckon with the things we need to heal from, heal so that we can move on. A lot of us are stuck because we are not healing the things we need to heal. If you don't heal, you will remain stuck. Everything in your life stays stuck if you don't heal. And sometimes you will heal something and then things will push forward a little bit until you need to heal the next layer, and then you're stuck again. And when I say stuck, I mean in all aspects of your life. Your finances are stuck. Your relationships are stuck and stagnant. You feel stuck. You feel stuck, right? Nothing moves. And it's because you've reached the next thing. And thankfully, our ancestors are so good at prompting us in terms of what needs to be looked at. Triggers are very good. People don't like triggers because triggers are uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. But triggers are necessary to show you the places and the spaces where you need to heal. So if something is triggering you, it means that that is where you need to go when it comes to the healing work that you need to do. So this lunar eclipse full moon has had a lot of people all over the place, myself included. Like I said, and it hit me when I was away with my girls, and it knocked me off center. Because it was literally a dream, and I was back in my 20s reenacting this same thing, and I just woke up and I felt sick to my stomach. And I thought I was done with it. I thought I was over with it. I thought it's in the past. No. Great mother is here. Oh, it's in the past. No. Great mother is here. She said, no, you also, your shenanigans, they are here. You have not dealt with this one. Deal. Today is the day you deal. So, and then I could use that full moon energy to release after I'd had to look at it and look at it this way and have some serious conversations with self and have some serious conversations with it, and then I could let it go. Yeah. So, guys, the healing work is for all of us. Right? I know that there are a lot of people who think people who come here talking this and talking that, nobody's ever fully healed as long as you're walking in this human experience. We will always have things that we need to heal. I've told you, healing is like layers of an onion. You peel off one layer, you cry, cry, cry. You know, onions make you cry. And then after a while, you're like, whew, okay, until you need to peel the next one, and so on and so forth. So, it's like a spiral spinning around. It comes back around. Especially if there were lessons you needed to learn from this thing, Raven. It'll come back in a different form, as if to say, what are you going to do differently from the way you responded or reacted last time you met this particular situation? So it's very, very important. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys, you may not know this word, but I'm going to teach you a new word today. It's called enantiodrama. Enantiodrama. You're like, Gogo, what in the hell? Let me tell you what enantiodrama is. You know how sometimes we'll say, me, I will never do this. Me, that you will never see me do this. What that sets up in the universe, you've set up a challenge. So say, for example, your thing is, under no circumstances will I ever cheat. Never. You will never, ever see me cheat on anybody. You've set up a huge challenge because what you're basically saying to the universe is, test my character. Test my resolve. Test who I really am. And the universe was like, oh, go on. Let's then create a scenario and let's see whether you really are who you say you are. And a scenario will be created, situation and circumstance will be created where you will find yourself. It doesn't happen immediately. But if you're one of these, I will never, watch yourself. Because sometimes, just so that you are kept out of your ego, a situation will be orchestrated where you will find yourself and you will be faced with, now you are here. Can you still say, I will never? Or after the fact, then you're like, I did that? How on earth did I do that? Well, listen, you set up a challenge. You challenged the cosmos and you challenged your ancestors by saying, I will never. When you are still in this human form, humility is very important, family. As long as you're still in this human form, in this avatar, humility is very important. This is why in African spirituality, we don't judge. We don't judge people. Why? Because the minute you start judging someone, you are looking at someone else and judging them for, mark my words, if it's not in a year, even in 10 years, you will meet a similar situation and watch you fall flat on your face. So in this space of healing and spiritual growth, I always say, breathe, ground yourself and understand that yes, you are spirit having a human experience, but you're also fully human, meaning you have your shadow self, you have your weaknesses. Every single human walking this planet has their shadow self and has weaknesses. Don't let your weaknesses trip you up by being here too much in judging others and by being here too much on some, I will never, I could never, who, not me, who, you will never catch me, who, my standards are too high, because you are literally saying, shoot me, I'm here. Don't say I didn't warn you, because I am warning you. This is literally how that works. So I just wanted you to understand this lunar eclipse energy. It's probably going to be with us for the next few days. Probably, when was this thing? Today's Saturday. So this thing was Friday, really, fully here. So Friday, Saturday. Yeah, we're still in it. Sunday, Monday, probably by Tuesday, it'll start to wear off. Right? So use this energy. Like, don't run away from the things that spirit is showing you need to start working on. Don't run away. You can't run forever, family. At some point, you've got to face those things and you got to work at them. It's not easy. It's very painful sometimes. But it's that pain that comes before a wound heals. Like, you have to squeeze out. I've used this analogy before. You squeeze out the purse so that the wound can heal. When you're squeezing out the purse, it's painful. But afterwards, the wound heals. But if you don't, it just festers and grows bigger and bigger. By the time it explodes, it's going to leave a big old hole like this. It's going to take longer to heal. So don't allow your wounds to fester. Don't allow those boils to fester. Squeeze them out and heal. Yeah, it's painful when you squeeze, but then you feel a whole lot better afterwards. Okay. So that is that. So why am I here? I wanted to tell you guys some good news. Where are those who speak Swahili? Swahili speakers, where are you? We have just launched the Swahili version of the African calendar. It is on gekdiaspora.com. gekdiaspora.com. The Swahili version is out there. So please go and I'm so excited. Because you know why I'm excited, guys? Because right now GEK is represented in over 53 countries. And this is not including the islands. The islands are there by themselves and the islands are doing all sorts of things. The islands are on fire. So it's out in Swahili. Où est le French speakers? Où est les gens qui parlent français? Les gens qui parlent français, le calendrier français est arrivé. Le calendrier français est arrivé. Vous voulez acheter ça au gekdiaspora.com. gekdiaspora.com. Iliana. Okay, so for those who speak French, where's the DRC family? Where is the Côte d'Ivoire? Where is Sénégal? Wherever you speak French, si tu parles français, Iliana. gekdiaspora.com. C'est ça. So go and have yourselves, guys. The house is growing. The house is growing. For many of you who don't kind of understand my passion, my passion is for the Black family. My passion is for the Black family. And this is the one unifier that we have. The one unifier that is outside religion, outside politics, that is around the purity of nature, because all that is here is literally living round the clock according to nature. It also assists you in understanding your nature, meaning the prevailing energy in which you were born determines your nature, right? Sekhmet over here. What am I? I'm a healer. Wouldn't have known that. I wasn't born knowing that I was a healer, but based on the energy that I was born in, I am Sekhmet the healer. I am Sekhmet the warrior. If you go on gekdiaspora.com, you will find it. It's not on Amazon. We're not doing that because we are a humble house. We do not have big finances. We try to keep our overhead as low as possible because we are a self-funding house. We are not funded by no governments. No one wants us, basically. We are the black sheep of the human race because we speak the truth and we speak it in its purity. We don't sugarcoat. So politicians can't stand us, religious people can't stand us because they are busy thinking we are out there taking their food. Because, over there in religion, they pay 10%, 10%, 10%. Over where we are, we're like, hey, it's the black house for everybody. As long as you are 9 ether, as long as you are melanated, it's home. There is no formalized structure of any sort. This is just a guideline to assist you to stay aligned, not with any human, but with nature. That is the purest form of spirituality. There are no human, but with nature. That is the purest form of spirituality. There are no in our house to or the no. The house is composed of people like you and me. We are the house. So for people who are always like, oh, how do I become a member? You're already a member. Are you melanated? You're a member. You want to assist yourself on your journey? Get you a copy of the calendar. That way you can align yourself with the energy of each season based on the colors you wear. This is the season of Geb. You always see me having something brown on my body, something because of the season we're in. We're going to move into the next season, which is the season of Great Mother herself, the season of Auset, the season of Unom Kubulwane. She is maroon. So a lot of the time you will see me in something maroon. Doesn't mean I'm dressed in maroon from head to toe. She has a certain stone. She has a certain, sometimes it's stones, but she has a certain stone. She has a certain metal. She has a certain incense that aligns with her. That's all you need. And then you, for that month, which starts usually the 23rd to the 22nd of the following month, we call them seasons. You are in alignment. You understand the energy she is. You understand how to work with that energy to assist you in achieving your goals and whatever it is you're doing in your life. Do you get? So please, people will try to tell you all sorts of things. The great empire of Kemet, Bonabakulu Basekemu, was just a movement of scholars, African scholars from across the continent who used to meet in northern Kemet to share knowledge and interact. These were the royals who went around civilizing the world. Period. End of story. No hidden agendas, no weird stuff. There are a lot of people who like to say GK is a cult. You know why they say that? Because they see the Eye of Horus. They see all these symbols. They see the Ankh and it freaks them out because they're like, oh, Illuminati symbols, oh, Freemason. Well, those motherfuckers stole our shit. We're just taking what's ours back. And we're not using it for nefarious activities. We understand the sacredness and the power of these symbols, but ain't nobody doing anything shady with them. And everybody in the house, number one, is focused on their own personal growth first and understanding who you are first and foremost. Then you give who you are and what your gifts are to the house. Does that make sense? So it is about personal growth on the one hand, but it's also about our collective growth. Never ever mess. That's all we are about. And that is all our ancestors were about. They understood your individual mission, your individual calling, your individual purpose. But they also understood that your individual purpose was very closely linked to the collective purpose. No man is an island. Abantu were not individualistic. That is why for us in the house, anyone who comes forward with a gift, with a talent right now, we are so blessed because we needed a trademark and copyright lawyer. Jocelyn and I were talking about it one day. We're like, yo, these people, them palm-colored creatures were busy trying to take what does not belong to them. Namely this, I'm telling you, there was somebody now on eBay trying to sell. We're like, we need somebody who can protect our stuff. Guess what? 2 days later, an email comes in, and guess what? She's an international trade. Look, you can't make stuff like this up. She's part of us. She's in the house. And she literally said, Gogo, I want to help. This is my expertise for 19 years. I'm a trademark copyright lawyer. And I said to Jocelyn, like, we have everything we need in the house. This is what I mean. You bring your gifts to the house and you offer so that we grow and we strengthen together. That's all there is to it. So, really, family, like I said, I came here to lend back, by force or fire. They will give. In fact, they're not giving us our land. They will leave it for us. They're not going to be like, here's your land. They will leave it for us. Things are going to get shushu, hot, Sekhmet hot. Sekhmet hot is like volcanic hot. It's going to get so hot, they will just walk away quietly. And they will leave our things for us. Yeah. Simple. That with you guys, that yes, Swahili out there, French out there. Next stop, the Sotho version, which will be South Africa ground. That's still to come. But we're moving, family. We're on the move. The house is on the move. People have lots of info concerning zodiac signs. I don't know what that is. I don't know. This is not a conversation. I see Tembega is talking to somebody. You're talking to... okay, that's got nothing to do with me. Yes, so I think that's all I really came to share. Also, the other thing I came to share, I see people are still booking consultations. Family, I've said this. If I'm going to do any consultations at all while I'm in South Africa, this is for the diaspora. That's to be announced. So yes, can you book? You can book, but I will only schedule you when I see what my schedule in South Africa looks like. And remember, we have a time difference. So I'm going to need to start to work out some things so that if I'm going to do consultations while I'm out there, it's going to be in a manner that aligns so we can align our times, right? So just so you know, because I see them coming in, just before I came here, I saw another one coming in. Please understand that it's not going to be immediate. And besides, most of you know that when you book with me, you don't get an immediate because there's a line of others before you. If you don't have the patience, then I may not be the practitioner for you because I'm only one and there are many of you. So if you don't have the patience for me to say, hold on a minute, do you have 2 weeks from now, I have something, then I may not be the practitioner. And it doesn't serve you to say, okay, I will pay when I'm ready to have it, because by the time you're paying, the queue is now 3 or 4 weeks long. So you're still always going to be out. Most people who have worked with me for years know this. And so when they want a consultation, they book it knowing that I'm not going to see Gogo in a week. I'm going to see Gogo maybe 2 weeks from now. And they're okay with that. Because then when we get together, it's always a hit. So, on that note, I think that's it, family. I don't know if anyone has any questions for me. By the way, those of you who are in South Africa, I will be scheduling river cleanses. Anybody wants to go to the river. Family, I don't do group cleanses. I don't, personally, I'm not called to do group cleanses because people come with different issues. And for me, the way my ancestors work, there's no one size fits all. So I cannot take a group of 10 of you to the river to do a cleanse because different things will require me to show up differently depending on what we're cleansing for. It's a big difference between me taking you to the waterfall to cleanse your ancestors to me taking you to the waterfall to cleanse for a miscarriage or an abortion, or me take you to the waterfall. So there's no group thing with me. If you need or want a river cleansing, you can WhatsApp me so that we can start scheduling now. Because my time in South Africa is very limited, and I'm not only going to be doing that kind of work, there's a whole lot of other work that I do as well. Ne? So I just wanted to put it out there so that you know. I always feel sad when I'm about to leave and people are like, Gogo, we didn't even know you were here. When can I have a river cleanse? Gogo, I need to come and see you. Now is the time to start talking to me about scheduling time to see me. If you want a one-on-one, like I said, if you want a cleanse or whatever else, because if we consult and we see there are things that need to be done, I'm still on the ground to be able to facilitate those things for you. Now, if you're in South Africa, is the time to get in touch before I land. Because sometimes I'm in a place where there are walk-ins, where people, it's like once people, the locals, I don't know if it's the locals or whether Umoya, know that I'm in a particular place, then it's walk-ins. So at least if you're scheduled, then I know how to structure my time and everything else that I'll be doing. Ne? So on that note, this time for real, you'll catch me on the other side. I said this last week and I'm still here. But I got too excited when Jocelyn said to me, guess what? We're done. This is out. The Swahili's out. French is out. I was like, ooh, ça c'est bien. I was like, it's time to party. There's no way that I'm going to go without us talking about that. Now, for those in South Africa, if you would like to go to the sacred ceremony, Isililo Sikanomkhubulwane, family, please go on Great Empire of Kemet's Facebook page. There are full details of how to book there. Full details, full pricing, everything. Obviously, I'm going to be there. So some of you, especially if you're in the Durban area, Durban-Bergville is not far. So you guys, you can come over because chances of me being in Durban to do any work this time round is very slim. I was there last time, but it was for personal work. And a lot of people, again, were disappointed because we weren't able to meet. So if you want to meet, just to say hi, just to get a hug, just to chit chat, come. On the evening of the 20th is the all-night vigil. So if we are going to be, in the spirit right there with the drums all night, and then that is the umsebenzi part of it. The next day, things get rounded up by midday, 3 o'clock, people are done, people are taking off. So do come along if you want. Just like I said, if you need the details, go on Great Empire of Kemet Facebook page. You will find full details there. And yeah, I hope to see some of you there. It'll be great to see some of my TikTok and my YouTube family over there. It'll be super, super, super great to see you guys. Ne? What else? I'm trying to remember what else. I think I have covered pretty much everything. Lots of exciting times ahead, family. Our unity is rattling some cages and some people are not very comfortable, but we are not here for people's comfortability. It's about time the Black family started thinking more inwardly than outwardly. We are the only group of people that has ever really cared about other groups of people who don't give 2 cents for us. So I think we have learned our lessons over the past centuries, and we are being asked to show up differently this time around. We only get this one chance, and I keep saying, if we mess this one up, because this one is us, this one is ours, the prevailing energy says us, this is our time. If we mess it up, well, let's look forward to continue to be slaves for another 6,000 years. Yeah, it's that deep. Ne? So let's keep let's keep ourselves invested in us. Let's learn to love one another, genuinely so, from the heart space, right? Let's vomit out the toxin of self-hate that was planted in us, where we look at each other, and the reasons we are hating one another mostly is because of lies that have been perpetuated to pit us against each other. Lies. Sometimes it's artificial boundaries that have been put there, and we are fighting based on artificial boundaries. You are South African, I'm Nigerian. You are this. That's all not.